Hi friends, I hope you're doing really well. Welcome back to my channel. So today I thought it was about time that we did another Q&A because it's been quite a while, and I asked you guys on both of my Instagram accounts and my Twitter what you wanted to know, and you guys asked me a lot of questions and I've picked some of my favorite ones. So without further ado, let's get A in them Qs. Quickly before I jump right in, I'm just going to quickly say that this Q&A is in two sections. The first section is kind of random generalized questions, and then the second half is going to be special effects type makeup-y questions. So without further ado, let's start with the Twitter questions. And the first one is, how hyped are you for SITC? I am so hyped and excited for Summer in the City. This is actually going to be my 5th year going to this event, which is pretty cool, but it kind of makes me feel like, where has the last half of the decade gone? But no, I love meeting you guys. It's my favorite time of year, so if you are going, I would love to see you there. What are your goals for this month and the year ahead? I have got a goal which starts from now all the way up to a certain month later on in the year. I'm not going to say too much about it, but it is a project that I've set for myself and I think you guys are going to really like it. What's my favorite Harry Potter quote? Happiness can be found even in the darkest of times if one only remembers to turn on a light. How many jobs have you had? So the first job that I ever had, I was about 15 or 16, and I worked in a newsagent's, which used to be opposite my house. So I used to get up out of bed and just walk across the road to work, which was really, really convenient. But apart from that, I have worked in a club and a bar on and off, but the main job that I had before YouTube was, I worked at a pub, and I've worked there for about 2 years on and off, and yeah, I really enjoyed it. I kind of miss it sometimes. So yeah, I had about 4 jobs, but 2 long-term jobs before I did YouTube. Now, the next question, I was asked quite a lot, and I'm really confused why so many people wanted to know this, but it said, how do I say scone? I think I just answered it whilst asking the question. So there's a debate whether it's pronounced scone or scone. I have always said scone. My whole family says scone. My best friend says scone. I did ask her this as well because it got me really curious. I've never said scone. I think it just sounds wrong, but that's for me personally. I know other people from different parts of the world say it differently, but I say scone. If you could own any creature from Harry Potter, what would you choose and why? I love this question, and I did think about it, and at first I was like, I would really like Buckbeak. I would want to adopt him because he's so cute, and he could fly me everywhere. But I also think having a house elf would be absolutely adorable. He could tidy my room, and it would just be like a nice little friend. And I don't know, I would want to clothe him, which I know that I couldn't because then my house elf would be free, but yeah, I think I would like a house elf. They're so cute. Rest in peace, Dobby. Okay, so now I'm moving on to the special effects / makeup-y questions. And the first one is, if you could have classes from one special effects makeup artist, who would you choose? This is a great question because I may or may not have told you guys that I'm currently saving up to do a course next year in Manchester for about 6 weeks, and it's with a guy called Sean Harrison, and he has his own academy. He's worked on Harry Potter, Star Wars, I think he worked on Avengers as well, but he's worked on some huge films and he's amazing. So I really, really want to go and learn things from him, and hopefully I will make that a reality. Do you have any trouble sometimes using nose and skull wax? If not, then what are some tips on dealing with it? This is a really great question because I remember the first time that I ever used nose and skull wax. It's very sticky and it's really, really hard to manipulate because it's so sticky. It sticks to your tools, it sticks to your fingers, and it's just really hard to get done what you want with it. So my top tips are, the first one is I always use spirit gum first just to keep it in place so it doesn't peel back or it doesn't start sliding around. And the holy grail when it comes to using this stuff, especially like molding it into shapes that you want, is petroleum jelly or Vaseline. If you put this on your fingers or your tools first, this stuff is a dream to work with. So yeah, Vaseline is my top tip and I hope it helps. What's your favorite special effects item in your kit? I love you. Thank you very much. So I actually have a few favorites. I know you asked for one, but I cannot possibly just pick one. So one of my favorite things in related to gore is this, and this is the Ben Nye Fresh Scab Blood, which the label is actually rubbed off, but yeah, it's thick congealed blood, which is my favorite one. I need to get a really big tub of this because it's so awesome. In regards to pretty things, I really love this Alchemy palette. It's an alcohol activated palette by Skin Illustrator, and they're all metallic, and it's so beautiful. I am in love with it. And something that's fairly new to my collection, which I really like playing with, is the Kryolan Artex. It has 2 little jars of silicone, and you mix A and B together, and it creates a really great silicone sort of thing that you can manipulate on your skin. It's so easy to use and it's really safe. It's a lot safer than gelatin. But yeah, I've been having a lot of fun with that recently, so those are my favorites. What was the first special effects makeup product that you purchased? I can actually vividly remember this, and it was latex. Liquid latex was the first thing that I ever used in regards to special effects type makeup, because it's the first thing that you learn with is like tissue and latex. It's just a very beginner type product. So yeah, this one's by Meron, which I really like. And yeah, another question that was asked quite a lot was, will we be seeing more special effects makeup tutorials in the future? Moving swiftly on, do you prefer to do everyday makeup or special effects makeup? I think this is a really good question, but it's a really hard question because special effects makeup and beauty makeup are just totally different. They're so different, and there's great things about both of them. I'm not sure that I can choose, but I think I'm probably going to choose special effects makeup because you can be more creative with it and you can use your imagination, and yeah, so I think I will go with special effects makeup. Those are all of the questions that I'm going to answer today, but if you want to, you can leave a question down in the comments, or you can follow me on Twitter and either of my Instagram accounts, because I normally ask for these kind of questions there. So make sure you do that. If you're new here, then don't forget to click subscribe, and I guess I will see you guys very soon. Bye! Thanks for watching. What was that?